Hello everyone and welcome. I'm excited to have you here today. We're about to start a presentation on Listen and Discuss, focusing on Mega Goal 1.1. This is part of Unit 6, titled Take My Advice. In this session, we'll explore some valuable strategies and ideas to help you improve your listening and discussion skills. We'll go over key concepts, practical tips, and engage in some meaningful discussion. So let's get started and make this a productive and enjoyable session. Let's take a look at some key points on this slide. First, we have some questions correctly answered. This highlights the importance of understanding how to identify when your answers are accurate, which is crucial in effective communication. Next, we see for some advices to discuss each one. This suggests that when giving advice, it's helpful to go through each point carefully, ensuring clarity and understanding. Moving on, listen expressions of advice correctly emphasizes the need to pay close attention to how advice is expressed, so we can interpret it properly and respond appropriately. Then, recognize a helping website reminds us to be aware of useful online resources that can assist us. Lastly, name lesson objectives ties everything together by focusing on knowing the goals of each lesson, which helps us stay on track. Overall, these points connect to our larger theme of effective communication and learning strategies, helping us improve how we ask, give, and interpret advice. Today, we're focusing on the idea of asking for advice. It's such a common part of our daily interactions and important for building relationships and making good decisions. When we ask for advice, we're actually opening a conversation and inviting others to share their thoughts and experiences. Now, as you listen, I want you to think about what the topic of our lesson might be. Is it about communication, about seeking help, or perhaps about understanding others? Throughout this lesson, we'll explore how asking for advice can be a powerful tool. It can help us learn, grow, and connect with others. So keep those questions in mind as we go along, and see if you can guess the main topic we're discussing today. Do you ever find yourself going online to seek advice? It becomes such a common habit for many of us. We turn to the internet because it's quick, accessible, and full of information. But who do we actually go to? Are we looking at trusted sources, friends, opinions, or maybe even social media communities? And what kind of problems do we typically search for help with? Is it something personal, technical, or maybe emotional? Understanding the types of issues we bring online can tell us a lot about how we handle challenges today. Now, when faced with problems, what do you usually do? Do you try to solve them on your own first, or do you immediately look for advice? Recognizing our go-to methods helps us see the bigger picture of how we manage difficulties. This is all part of the broader theme of how we seek support and information in our digital age. It's important because it shapes how we learn, solve problems, and connect with others. So, think about your own habits as we go through this. Are they helping you, or could there be a better way? All right, let's take a closer look at this slide. We start with the numbers 4, 3, 2, 1. These represent the 4 main subtitles we'll be exploring today. Each of these subtitles is a key aspect of understanding the overall structure. Moving on, we have the 6 sections, which break down those subtitles into more detailed parts, giving us a comprehensive view of the topic. Then, there's the address. This is the location or the specific point where all these elements come together. And finally, the title. This sets the theme or the main idea of our presentation. By understanding how these 4 subtitles, the 6 sections, the address, and the title connect, we get a clear roadmap of the entire discussion. This slide emphasizes the importance of organization and clarity in presenting complex ideas, which ties back to our overall goal of effective communication. Now, let's talk about why this site has been developed in the first place. Essentially, it was created to address a specific need or gap that we identified in our field. We wanted to provide a resource that is accessible, informative, and easy to navigate for our users. Moving on to the name of the website, it's not just a random choice. The name reflects the core purpose and the mission of the site. It's designed to be memorable, meaningful, and aligned with what we aim to deliver. Throughout this presentation, you'll see how the development of this site ties into our broader goals of improving user experience and fostering better engagement. The name itself encapsulates this vision, making it clear what visitors can expect when they land on the page. Let's talk about junk food. First, you'll notice some common phrasal verbs related to how we handle it. When you're feeling overwhelmed or unsure, you might turn to it for help, meaning you might go for it when you're craving something quick. But it's important to remember to stay away from it, which means to avoid junk food as much as possible. And if you're offered some and want to refuse politely, you can turn down the offer. Now, why do younger people tend to eat more junk food? Well, often it's because it's easily accessible, tempting, and sometimes they don't realize how unhealthy it can be. Plus, peer influences and busy lifestyles can lead to choosing fast, convenient options over healthier ones. So, how can we avoid junk food? The key is to plan ahead, bring healthier snacks, recognize your triggers, and develop better eating habits. To stay healthy, it's all about balance, eating a variety of nutritious foods and limiting those tempting but unhealthy options. And finally, what is this all for? It's about maintaining good health, feeling energetic, and preventing health issues down the line. By understanding these points, we can make smarter choices and improve our overall well-being. So, what is anorexia? Well, it's a serious eating disorder that primarily affects how a person perceives their body and how they control their eating habits. People with anorexia often keep down or control their food intake excessively, which can lead to dangerous weight loss and health issues. This isn't just about dieting. It's a mental health condition where the fear of gaining weight is intense, and it can really distort a person's body image. Recognizing this helps us understand that anorexia isn't simply about vanity or superficial concerns. It's a complex disorder that requires compassion and proper treatment. Throughout this presentation, we'll explore how these control behaviors are central to understanding the disorder and how they impact the individual's overall well-being. Let's take a closer look at some common phrasal verbs related to fitness and exercise. First, we have put off, which means to postpone or delay something. For example, you might put off going to the gym until tomorrow. Next is take up, which means to start doing a new activity or learn how to play a sport or instrument. For instance, many people take up running or yoga as part of their fitness routine. Then there's workout, which simply means to exercise or engage in physical activity. Now, in the dialogue, you'll notice these verbs are used to describe different actions related to fitness. I want you to underline the phrasal verbs that are mentioned there. Understanding these will help you better grasp how these expressions fit into everyday conversations about health and exercise. So, keep an eye out for these key phrases, and remember, they are essential for talking about your fitness journey or planning workouts. Now, let's talk about some practical tips you should follow while driving. First, always stay focused on the road. Keep your attention on your surroundings. Avoid distractions like using your phone, eating, or adjusting the radio while driving. Staying alert is crucial for reacting quickly to unexpected situations. Next, maintain a safe following distance. This gives you enough time to brake safely if the car in front suddenly stops. Also, stick to the speed limit to ensure you're driving at a safe and legal pace. Now, moving on to what you shouldn't do while driving. Avoid aggressive behaviors like tailgating or road rage. These actions not only increase your risk, but also create dangerous situations for everyone on the road. Don't drive under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or even when you're extremely tired. Impaired driving significantly reduces your reaction time and decision-making ability, making accidents more likely. Remember, driving responsibly isn't just about following rules. It's about protecting yourself and others. Staying attentive, calm, and sober helps ensure a safer journey for everyone involved. Let's talk about some practical steps you can take to stay safe and healthy. First, it's really important to reach out and call the counselors listed on the website whenever you need support or guidance. They're there to help you navigate any challenges you might face. Next, I want to emphasize that you shouldn't avoid food. Eating properly is essential for your overall health and well-being. Some young people, unfortunately, skip meals, or avoid certain foods because they think it will make them look more attractive. But in reality, this can be harmful and lead to serious health issues. To maintain a healthy lifestyle, consider taking up a sport or doing regular workouts. Exercise not only keeps you fit, but also boosts your mood and confidence. And finally, always wear your seat belt when you're in a vehicle. It's a simple step that can save your life. Also, be sure to slow down at intersections. Many accidents happen there, and reducing your speed can prevent many collisions. Remember, taking care of yourself physically and mentally is key, and these habits are all part of staying safe and healthy in your everyday life. Let's take a look at the final slide, which points us toward the workbook on page 275. Specifically, exercise A. This is where you can apply what we've discussed today through some practical practice. The key here is to reinforce your understanding by actively engaging with the material. Remember, doing the homework isn't just about completing tasks. It's about deepening your grasp of the concepts and seeing how they fit into the bigger picture. So, I encourage you to approach this exercise thoughtfully, connecting it back to the overall themes we've covered. This will help solidify your learning and prepare you to apply these skills confidently in real-world situations.